Hi, everybody. Wipe my nose. Give everybody a minute to get on. It's Terry Waterworth. I am an exclusive Black status presenter with Black. Look at me. I just gave myself a promotion. I am an exclusive green status presenter with Unique. I'm going to give everybody a minute to get on, and then we're going to get into this spiel. Is my light okay? Oh, hi. Hi, girls. Hi, Liza. Hi, Kim. This is the okay. Can I just tell you how we're going to roll here? This is the weirdest thing that I have ever done. I am 52 years old. I am a farmer's wife from northern Minnesota. I have twin 8.5-year-olds. You guys do the math. Not twin grandchildren. Not twin that I adopted. Twin babies that Mama grew in her tummy when I was 43. So they keep me tired and busy. Started with Unique the end of January this year. I'm not a makeup artist. Never done anything like this. But I fell in love with the product and I made some crazy video putting on mascara and got me a little business. So, yes, I am a little nervous, but we're going to do this. This is me. Earlier this week, I posted a picture on here of my 52-year-old saggy eyes before I started with Unique. The first time I used Uplift, this is the Uplift Eye Serum. I want you to really look at it. It's a glass bottle. Now, it does have a thick bottom, but it has a thick bottom so you don't spill it. Because if you ever tried this, you know how precious each and every drop is. Comes with a nice little dropper. Now, I'm going to tell you girls something. I'm going to do the best I can to see your questions. But without glasses, I'm going to have to do this, and then I'll come back forward. I hope I don't fall off the back of this piano bench. So here's the way it comes. I use one little drop. I do this every morning. I do it every night. I barely tap this around my eyes. Now, you can see some Uplift Eye Serums are, they tight like egg whites. This isn't what this is. These are the best oils known to man. I'm going to let my little, listen, I live in northern Minnesota, but I'm from East Tennessee. There's a little, I don't want to get off the track. So I have me a little backup in here. Girls, if somebody will post what's in this Uplift Eye Serum for me. These ladies are going to post it because I can't say it. It starts with an S. They're the best oils known to man. Look at this. I put it around my lips. Little fine lines. I put it on my waddle. This is what I call my waddle. You all know what this is. Girls, if you are 22 and your skin is tight as a drum, God bless you. Take care of it. Because our skin, as it ages, it becomes like an old saggy t-shirt. And if we don't take care of it, it's just going to constantly get thinner and looser and droopier. I also put this Uplift Eye Serum on age spots. Thank you, Heather. Heather Anderson just posted on here what is in all the nice oils that are in this Uplift Eye Serum. See this age spot? I don't know if you can see it. See that right there? I started 2 weeks ago putting Uplift Eye Serum on it. It was a big brown spot. Do you see how now it's just pink? I'll bet you 6 weeks that'll be gone. I know, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. The lines around my mouth, this, you know how this kind of, the skin starts to sag? Listen, girls, I had twins at 42 and a half years old. My face was this big. No joke. So that skin, it's not like when you're young and that skin goes back. My before and after shots, and that's the only thing. Here, I'm just going to be honest. The only skincare products that I use, and now the search begins. I take my makeup every night off with my Shine Cloths. This removes all my makeup. Now, I'll tell you what. That has an oil that's going to remove that makeup, and it's going to nourish your skin. But I have oily skin. I can't go to bed with that oil on my skin. I take my rose water, and this is a cheap Target brand thin wipey. And I take my beautiful rose water and give it a squirt, 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 squirt. Then I take this and I go, I'm not going to wipe my Uplift Eye Serum off. It's too precious. And then I go over my face. I get in the crevices of my nose. I go around my eyes. I also do that in the morning. That rose water tightens up those pores. It gets all the gunk out of the pores. That's what it does. Yeah, I love a waterproof mascara. Love it. But everybody here knows, you put on a waterproof mascara, it's going to take Vaseline to get it off without leaving the black underline circles. You can use this. You can use your Shine Wipes. Takes it right off. I mean, like, no scrubbing, no begging, no pleading. It's off. All right. I have spent enough time on here without any makeup on. So I'm going to put my makeup on. This is what we're going to do. We're going to chat, and I'm going to put on my makeup. Hi, Maureen Price. Mwah, love you. Love you. Maureen is the best dance coach. She's Emily's dance coach. I have boy-girl twins, Emily and Elijah. All right, this is the Glorious Primer. I don't know if you can see it. Here's what Glorious Primer is going to do for you. It's going to fill in fine lines. I use a dab about that much. Don't use too much. This is one of these products. You want to use enough. You know, I'm one of these. Well, if a little bit is good. Hi, Lindsay. Aw, thank you. Glorious is one of those products where it just really does. I like where if a little is good, well, then a gallon must be better. It's not. Hi, Erin. Love you. Okay, I have to concentrate on what I'm doing or I'm going to be like, squirrel. Anyway, so Glorious Primer. You just want a dab. You want enough because enough is enough. You don't need a gallon. It just takes that little, this tube, this right here, honest. You see this little tube? This was my first tube of Glorious Primer. Do you girls know, some days I put my makeup on 3 times. This is what I do. When the kids are out of the house, you're going to want to put that Glorious all the way around your eyes. When the kids are out of the house and I got to make my videos, did you all just hear what I said? I'm a farmer's wife from northern Minnesota. This might look like a studio, girls. This is a piece of black fabric with some Christmas lights. So you won't see, I'm a quilter, so you won't see my fabric behind me, and I'm in my quilting room. So let's not, so when my kids are out of the house and I have to make my makeup tutorial videos, I Sometimes I put on my makeup 3 times a day. So I've used that Glorious Primer a lot. You want to make sure you get it all rubbed in. Anywhere you're going to put makeup, make sure you get in your eyes. You know that, right in here in the crevice. When we get older, you know, our eyeshadow wants to bunch up right here. Make sure you put that Glorious Primer in there. Get it all underneath that of those eyes. Make sure you get right in here. It's going to fill in those pores. It's going to fill in those fine lines. For me, my forehead, I have the biggest forehead known to man. It goes on for miles, and it's wrinkly. So it's not as wrinkly as it was. This Glorious Primer is going to fill all that in. It makes your skin feel like glass. Hi from West Virginia. I'm originally from, I've lived everywhere. My family was in military. I was born in Virginia. Okay. Rub it in good and just let it sit for a minute. All right. I take the excess and I rub it in my hair. All right. Here we go. I use a taffeta foundation. The liquid foundation is my favorite. I am not a makeup artist. I'm just going to show you what I use and how I use it. Hi, Natasha. The first thing you're going to want to do, you want to empty out that stopper. I do this. Listen, it's important to do this. This is a mineral-based makeup. So when you first get this, Canada, I'm very close to Canada. When you first get this, it's going to settle down here in the bottom. All the good stuff. You want to beat the devil out of it, especially when you first get it. Now, here's what I do every time I use my foundation. I empty the stopper. Make sure you screw the lid on. Give it a pound. Okay. That just keeps it keeps it all, number one, it kind of activates what's in there. It gets it all moving together. You're going to have a longer life to your foundation because if you let it separate and you just use, you're leaving all your good stuff at the bottom. Don't do that. Liquid foundation brush. Now, see the little divot? See that? You can do it ever how you want it. This brush, it's all natural brush. It's hair. It is extremely dense. Like when I fill in there, it is really, it's so soft and it's dense. But when you're putting on your foundation, with that divot, see how it lets it kind of spread out? And then you're really going to get that beautiful porcelain look. So, but don't put your foundation in the divot. You can if you want to. There's lots of different ways to do it. Here's how I do it. I'm going to go around the outside. That's how I'm going to do it. That's what works for me. Some people put it on their face. They take the little droppers and put it on the back of their hand. I'm putting it around the thing. For me, it just takes 5 drops. What I usually do, though, instead of just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I usually just kind of take it and, you know, put it so it gets all the way around. And now I'm just going to dab it. Hi, Kiri. Hi, Kai. Okay. I'm just going to stipple. I'm just stippling. Now, for me, I have freckles. More right here than anywhere else. And I just stipple a little extra. Yeah. You know, we moved around a lot when I was young. I did not, here, while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you guys about me. I did not get married until I was 38. My first marriage when I was 38 years old. I am from East Tennessee. That's where I claim as home because we moved around a lot and that's where my grandparents lived. I use the color taffeta, by the way. I'm more neutral. It does look like I have pink undertones because that's because I'm 52 and my face gets pink from time to time. I like to put my concealer on after my foundation, and I use velour because I like to get that. I'm not if you can see, I have kind of yellow undertones, but because I am 50, I get the red right here, and that velour takes that red out for me. Chattanooga. So I'm from East Tennessee, what I thought was a little town before I moved up here. I came up here for a job, met my farmer husband when I was 38, got married for the first time, became a stay-at-home wife, and then mom to my twins. I'm from a town of 352 people, way, 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 way up north, right next to Canada. Very rural area. Okay. Yeah, I like the concealer after my foundation. Hi, Shelby. This brush feels amazing. And I'll tell you what, when you're going to get around your eyes, you see this? If you'll work it in, girls, you know that if we're of a certain, I don't care what age you are. I don't care what age you are. You're going to have lines around your eyes. If you don't, you will. You want to work that, you want to get it in there. Our liquid foundation has optical diffusers. That means it's going to reflect light, and it makes those little lines disappear. Now, after I put my foundation on, this is what I do. This is my powder puff brush. It probably does. Oh, you have to have the foundation brush. You know, before they had this liquid foundation brush, I put my foundation on with my powder puff brush. I still can, but I'll tell you what you don't get with this. You don't get in those nose crevices with this like you do this. You don't get in those eye creases with this like you do this. But when I'm done, I take my powder puff brush and I'm just going to go over it. See what that did? It just kind of finished it off. There's no powder on it, no nothing. It's like buffing a car. Buffing is a big deal when you're my age. You always want to make sure, I have very short hair. Don't stop your foundation right here. If you don't have hair back here, make sure you come back there either with a powder or your bronzer. All right, I'm going to keep going. I get sidetracked. All right, ladies. I learned a trick with my concealer. I always put my concealer on with my concealer brush. This is my concealer brush. You can see it's very used. But the other day I tried it. I would put my concealer on with this brush, and then I would go back and I would blend it with this. But I love the foundation brush for my concealer. It takes just a dab. I mean, and here's how I do it, okay? I'm going to dab it up. I'm going to pull it off. And then, see what I'm doing? Now, yeah, I could put it on my hand and get it off, but I feel like that wastes so much product. So I just push it up and I grab it with my brush and I kind of work it in. Now, you can see that this is going to be lighter than my foundation. If I want to hide my freckles, you know, I spent most of my life trying to hide my freckles. But now that I'm older, freckles are a good thing. Make me look younger. See what I'm doing? You don't want to take this concealer and, number one, put it on too thick. You don't want to just put it in those eyes. I'm going to let you girls answer those questions. I love the freckles too. You know what? They really will give you a more youthful look. I pulled off. I used to lie about my age all the time. I used to tell people all the time that I went from being 29 to 39. Now I tell people that I'm 69 and they're like, "Ooh, you look good." You got to whatever. Sorry. Living in the 100-acre woods, internet is a real issue. Now, do you see what I did? I just lightly took that concealer. You bring it all the way down. Do you see these under eye circles? If I would have just swooshed it in those under eye circles, they would not have disappeared like they did. Now, I'm going to talk about age-appropriate makeup. Number 1, put on what you like. If you like a big, I'm coming in. If you like a big winged eye, put it on. If that makes you feel pretty, wear it. Wear it. Listen, girls, I'm going to tell you something. Okay? If you're 40, if you're 35, if you're 25, love the skin you're in. Truth is, as you get older, your body's going to change. It's not ever going back. Ever. Women, we're going to age. That's just men age. Men, sometimes, I don't know how that's fair that they end up looking better as they get older. But our skin, we're going to change. Love what you're in. Where I have 8.5-year-old kids, 3rd grade. The other 3rd grade moms, they're 32 or 25. Yeah. I hear them talk all the time. I'm not going to wear a bathing suit this year. Honey, put it on. It's as good as it's ever going to get. Don't back up. If you feel bad about your 25-year-old thighs in a bathing suit, come sit next to me. I'll make you feel good about yourself. Because I'm going to put mine on. All right. This is proper. It goes on smooth. I'm a smudger. If you like to smudge it, you smudge it before it sets. Because once this sets, it's not going. It's not going to smudge. It's going to stay on until you take it off. All right. Now, you do what you like. I have small hooded eyes. If I take this dark brown pencil and I go all the way around this dark hooded eye, my eye's going to go whoop, and it's going to be little and it's going to be tiny. Here's what I do. I take this and I just go about 3/4 out to the end. And then I stop, just stop. Then I do the same, except this time I'm going to go like right above my iris, and I'm just going to take it out. Okay. I'm going to use my liner shader brush. If I only had one brush, one eyeshadow brush, this would be the one I would get. It's got an angle and it's very thin on one end. The other end is very fluffy. All right, you ready? I would love to be able to see what you all are saying. That's the truth. You can't put on makeup. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just smudging it out to the end. My eyes normally go whoop at the end. It's age. Let's illusion it up so it doesn't do that. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to swoop it up. And I'm just smudging it out in a little bit. Now, I didn't take that eyeliner and draw a big winged out. If I wanted to, I could, but I'm not going to because I'm going to the Walmart today and I'm not wearing a big winged eye. If you want to wear a big winged eye to Walmart, but that's not me. Okay. See, I just took the ends. I just smudged this liner in. Like that. Now, this is one of my favorites. Actually, I like them all. See this? This is Addiction Eyeshadow Palette number 1. These palettes, I'm not going to read these names to you. I don't have my glasses on. These palettes are perfect. They have the right amount of shimmer and matte. They're beautiful. Clean brush. I'm just going to take this neutral shade right here. And all of our palettes are like this. All of our palettes have neutrals, flats, shimmers, mattes. You can do this with any of them. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret. See how I have folds in my eyelashes? In my eyebrows. Okay, back up. In my eyelids. See how I have folds? These folds are nothing what they used to be, but I still have them. Now, if I take and just swoop this across this way, when I close my eyes, when those folds unfold, I'm not going to have any eyeshadow in there. Look, I graduated in 82. Nobody's going to tell me about big hair. Remember when we used to take the Alka-Velva and the blow dryer and blow that hair up and swoop it over with that aerosol can of hairspray? Honey, my hair was this big. Don't think it wasn't. Okay, when you're putting on this eyeshadow, instead of swooping it across, pull it down like this. What that's going to do is those little crevices in your eyes, and I'm just going to put it all over. This is going to be my base coat for my eyeshadow. And I get in those, when I pull it down like this, it's going to get in those little creases. Austin, you are adorable. I love your winged eye. If you and I could get together, I would love for you to do it on me, and I bet it would look amazing. However, if I do it on here, you'd see that big train coming. I just don't want to be a hot mess. That's my goal in life, is not to be a hot mess. All right. So I have a base coat of just this neutral shade. I'm going to pick up this middle nice flat brown. Because I have a hooded eye, I'm not going to go in that crevice, because when I open my eyes, you're not going to see it. I'm going to take it right above, and I'm just going to do a little C. Thank you, Austin. You know, confidence is beautiful. When I gave up my career and married my farmer and had my babies, I started a new spot in my life. Now, I'm just going to blend this. And I'll tell you what I like to blend it with. I like to blend it with my foundation brush, what I put my concealer on with. And I don't want to pull, I just want to touch it. Just soften it up. When I gave up my career and married my farmer and had my babies, I thought my career part of myself was over. I did. I thought I had started a new chapter in my life. I'm going to be stable. I'm going to be a farmer's wife. I'm not done yet. This is just a nice new dry. And I'm going to even them out just a little bit. Do you see how one is a little darker than the other? I have a touch of OCD. And some days I spend a lot of time trying to make these twins. Your eyes are sisters. They're not twins. Is that better? Okay. So I spent a lot of time trying to be the farmer's wife. And I was used to having a career. And anyways, I put myself in a box. Unique has given me a way to get out of my box. That person that I lost, sisters, not twins. This is my outlet now, and I really do love it. All right. This is a base. You can do this eyeshadow with any of our palettes, regardless the color. If you want brown, someday I do number 2, which are the grays and the charcoals. 3s are beautiful purples. You can do whatever. This is just a basic eye look, and I'm not done. Then I like to jazz it up with pigment powders. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? It's Giddy. This is Giddy. I love Giddy. I take my rose water, I spray a little bit in the lid. I'm going to get me a brush. I'm going to dampen my brush. I'm going to pick me up some Giddy, and I just make a little paste. Now watch what I do. Now it looks orange. Do you see that? But watch what happens when I put it on my eye. I want you to watch. I take it right up above my iris, and I'm going to pull it over. Going to do it again on the other side. And you know what's great about these pigment powders? No, look, I have them all because that's what I do. But look at that. Now, you can pick. There's a ton of, I think there's 34 colors. Would I ever, in my 52-year-old life, buy an entire eyeshadow palette of this bright blue? No, I would not. But if you want a little fun pop of color, would I take this and put it all over my eye? I wouldn't. But I would do what I'm doing with this nice, beautiful Giddy. Watch. If you'll just give yourself. The other day, I took that bright blue and I did with the charcoal, and I just gave myself a little pop of color. I'm going to blend it. Oh, hi, babies. Hi, Bridget. Okay, now we're going to blend. But before we blend, listen, girls. There's not a woman in the world that doesn't like a little shimmer. And I don't say, I'm too old. I'm too old for shimmer. This is Angelic. Angelic is my favorite. It looks creamy. I want to show you how it goes on. There again, I wet it. I'll tell you how much I love Angelic pigment powder. It has its very own brush. I don't use this brush. This is my deluxe brush, and I don't use it for anything else but Angelic. That's how much I love it. I'm just going to pick a little bit up. Now watch what I do. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to take it across. Now listen. Y'all stay with me. Don't be saying, oh, she's a hot mess. I'm not blended. It's all about blending. I like to take it and just swoop it in there. See, there is. Woo! Now see, that's not great look. But just hang on. Just let it be. When you put these pigment powders on damp, Angelic is my favorite too. I'm going to leave it out because I always put it on the top of my cheekbones. When you put these pigment powders on damp, before you start blending, just leave them alone. Let them sit there. While this is just being still for a minute, I am going to put on my sculpting trio. Now, Austin, you are the sculpting queen. You look gorgeous. I'm not going to sculpt that much. All I want to do is lose 5 pounds. And I love you losing 5 pounds with the sculpting trio. I'm going to take, I use a medium. Let me tell you why I use a medium. When you have freckles, it gives you an odd skin tone. Because we're dealing with a dark skin and a light. So you kind of have to meld that together. So I use a medium. I tried the light. I like the medium. Do what you like. There's no rules. This is makeup. This is fun. No pressure. All right. See this hollow place in my cheek that I still have, which is a miracle? This right here lets me know that there is a God. I'm going, now, if I take this because I loaded up my brush, if I take this and put this here, I'm going to look like somebody has slapped me. We don't want that. Look, just put it in. You just want a line. All right, now watch what I do. Then I bring it up. Don't bring it up all the way. This, you know how when we put on black pants, if we want to look like we lost 5 pounds, white pants, black pants. This is our black pants of our cheekbone. That's what this is. This is our cheekbones, black pants. That's right. If I didn't have the freckles, I would probably go with the light. See, I'm just pulling that up. Black pants. Oh, look, 5 pounds. I just lost 5 pounds. Wait a minute. Now, see my jawline right here? You want that light to hit that jaw. We're going to take it right under there and just swoop it and then bring it down. Oh, bye, Waddle. I'll see you tonight when I take my makeup off. Say no to white pants, but black pants. You know what, though? Sometimes I might wear a white shirt. Depending. All right. 5 pounds. No 5 pounds. And I know my eyes look like a hot mess. I'm fixing to blend them. Same thing over here. Take it in that hollow cheekbone, and then I'm going to pull it up. Now, because this right here is the widest part of my face, and the forehead that goes on for days, I'm just going to bring this up. I'm just going to, makeup is an camouflage. See that? I'm just brought it up. See you tonight. Well, I'm serious. I'm going to take this medium and the other end of this brush. Gosh, okay. These brushes, they're amazing. This is extremely dense and it feels, amazing is my favorite word. I'll just be honest. I use it a lot. I'm just going to go on top of that cheekbone right there. I use this like a transition color. Just to blend it. Everywhere I took that dark, I take this and I just go right next to it. All right, let's move on to eyes and then I'm going to finish my face. All right. if you're a presenter, I want you to just close your eyes for a minute. When I blend my eyeshadow, I have every brush known to man, and I could use my brushes. Honest to goodness, my favorite thing to blend my eyeshadow with are my fingers. Look at this. I had an accident with some lip stain this morning, but they're clean. All right. Here's why I like to use my fingers. I have 5 of them, and they're all clean, and I don't have to search for a brush. I'm just going to blend. Look, just light tapping. See that? Do you see? Then, hang on. Yeah. Did anybody see where I put that concealer brush? Not going to get the right look without it. Oh, found it. Okay. Now, I'm going to clean up. I want you to watch these edges. See the corners of my eyes here? I still have, watch what I do with this concealer. You can put a dark line up here if you want to. Sorry. Internet, 100 Acre Woods. Can't buy it. Watch what I do here. I take this and I lay it right here and I swoop it up. This is concealer, same color I used underneath my eyes, and I just use my little concealer brush. And I'm just pulling that up. Do you see what I just did with my eye? There it is. Do you see this? Whoop. And this one, whoop. It's all an illusion. This is where the white pants would be good. Hi, Denise. Are you ready? I want everybody to look at my eyes. Do you see what that little bit of concealer did for my eyes? Instead of it going, whoop, now it went up. They look bigger, they look brighter, they look more open. I'm going to do my eyebrows. Kai, did I miss your eyebrow tutorial? Because I need it bad. I do the best I can. This is not the eyebrow tutorial, but I'm going to show you how I manage this mess on my eyebrows. It's a very thin pencil on one end, a spoolie on the other. If you lay this beside your nose and take it up through the corner of your eye, that should be where you start. You take it through your iris, that should be where you arch. Take it through the corner, and that should be where you end. Now, that being said, when we're older, we tend to do this a lot. Now, we get to choose whether our forehead is going to be wrinkled up or our eyes are going to be down. So we raise our eyebrows a lot. That's just the truth. We do this or we're like this. You either have the wrinkles and you have the nice bright eyes, or you have the nice forehead. So when you're doing your eyebrows, relax. Relax your forehead. Don't raise them up. Because if you do this, I promise you, when you do this, one eye is going to be up here. So just relax your forehead. Relax. It's okay. Every one of those lines you have earned. You've earned them. Camouflage them, yes. But don't hate them. It's as good as it's going to get. I'm just going in and I am filling in from years and years and years of overpluckage. I'm going to take my little spoolie, and when you go over them, it's just going to make it look hair-like. Now, eyebrow. Do you see the difference that it just made in my face? Yeah, or Botox if that's your thing. But you know what, Austin? Sooner or later, honey. Sooner or later. You're either going to be plastic or the wrinkles are going to come. I say love the skin you're in. Do the best you can do with it. Now, that being said, do the best you can. We're so hard on ourselves, us girls. Now, even though, this is the truth, even though I use that Sculpting Trio, I like a little bronzer. This is the Beachfront Bronzer. I use my blush brush. It kind of gives you that, I go right up above where I put that. It kind of gives you a little bit of a glow. It gives you a little bit of Neapolitan look. I use Malibu. There again, why do I use Malibu? Because I don't need any pink tones. I'm 52. I want to hide the pink tones. Gonna finish up the waddle. Gonna bring this down in my chest. Bear with me, girls. Because when we get a little older, here's what happens. You get red here most of the time. This is red. So we camouflage the red with our makeup, but then we don't have that natural glow in our face. I think that I need blush. This is sweet. It's just easy. Everybody can wear sweet. And I just put the color where I want it, not where it wants to be. I put a little bit of this here. Let's talk about lips. Now I'm just going to be honest. If I have a big heavy eye, I want a light lip. If I do a big drama eye and a big drama lip, to me, I look like a clown and I don't like it. Sorry. Liza, Irene is calling me. Can you help her? Okay. Before you use lip stain, I take a baby wipe. I clean out my lip. This makes me really want to get gel and lip liner for my eyebrow. Oh, yeah. You have to do that. Before I do anything on my lips, I put on a lip stain because I want color all day. My lips are pale. This one is, hang on, I'm waiting to say, I'm right. It's Savvy. And look, it is, when you pull it out, it's purple. These lip stains, they're on all day. The reason I like this purple, red, let's talk about red. Red is here. There's going to be blue on this side and there's yellow on this side. Red is going to go toward one or the other. Red is going to go toward blue and it's going to be on a purple side of red. It's going to go toward yellow and it's going to be the orange side of red. It doesn't look like it, but I'm a redhead freckle girl. I can't go toward orange. So I'm going to use Savvy. Savvy takes that ruddy out of my complexion, and I love it. Okay. When you're putting this lip stain on, as we get older, our lips tend to get these more defined lines, even in our lips. Flatten them out. Watch. Oh, yeah. I'm going to look over here so I don't look like Hot Mess Sally. See how I'm flattening my lips out? Let me tell you when this stain is wet, no matter what color you're using, if you do this, it naturally lines that lip. Did you see? I have a good shape to my lips, but they're tiny. Now, I'm just going to let this set. This will give me color all day. It's not coming off. Okay? Now, let's do something fun. That's what I do no matter what I'm going to put on. If I'm going to put on lipstick, if I'm going to put on whatever, this is where I start. Now, let's have some fun. This is my Prim eyeliner. It needs to be sharpened, but I wanted to show you a quick trick. If you will hold your pencil and turn your sharpener, that will give you a nice, even sharpen. Our sharpener's awesome. Listen, if you're going to get the kudos this month, don't pay shipping. And you want a sharpener. You almost get that, instead of shipping, you get it for free. Hang on. I'm going to sharpen it a little more. I had lost the lid to my Prim pencil, and I tore the thing off of it. All right. Prim is an eyeliner pencil color. Our pencils are the same formula, eyes, mouth. No, it doesn't dry. It just feels like skin. There's no dry. I don't usually just wear stain. I always put something over it because I like that rich, creamy, rub your lips together. I think it's good for a woman to have something on her lips that makes her go, mmm. All right, taking this, I'm going to do a neutral lip. Even though I started with this stain, this will just give me color all day. Now, Prim liner. Can you see me? Let me move my mirror up here a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to heavy line my lip is what I'm going to do. Austin, I about peed my pants the other day when you put that lip liner on and said, I looked like a child of the 80s. Do you know, I remember us girls actually talking about getting a permanent lip liner like that. Huh. That's one of those decisions that I'm glad passed me by. Okay. Let me back up. This is Prim. It's a light neutral brown. Once I get this liner on, I'm pulling it up on my lips. See what I'm doing? You put your lips together hard and pull it. These lip liners are the same as your eyeliners. It's not going anywhere. Now, this is Upper Class. It's neutral. It's got a shimmer to it. This is my favorite lipstick. I love it. Watch. I'm just blending it together a little bit. I got it a little heavy over here. Now, I'm going to take my, that's Giddy. I'm going to take my Angelic. Just because, you know what? I like a little shimmer. I like a little shine. I like it a lot. I'm just going to tap this. Because I have a little mouth, see the shine that gives you? I'm also going to take my Angelic. I'm going to go on top of my cheekbones. I want you to watch what this does to my eyes. Did you, okay, do you see? Look. Do you see what it does? Do you see that it makes my eye look bigger? It hits the top of that cheekbone and gives me a kapow. I'm going to make sure that I have some in the corner. And I'm going to put on my mascara. All right, 3D fiber lashes. Did you guys know that old girls are afraid of this? I used to be afraid. Used to be afraid. Not afraid anymore. You get a big tube, you get a little tube. Take your big tube. You're going to put a layer of gel over your lashes. Now, I'm turning this mirror that's next to you around, and I'm using the magnifying mirror. If that doesn't make you want to get on the roof, nothing will. All right. My eyelashes are extremely tiny and non-existent. Not as much as they used to be. When you have babies at 42, don't think that your body goes back. Just saying. All my eyelashes fell out. All my hair fell out. I have people say all the time, I love your haircut. Do you know how I ended up with this haircut? At 3 a.m. one morning when my babies were 4 months old, I cut a ponytail off. All right. You're going to put a coat of gel. This gel is is just awesome mascara. That's what it is. That's what it is. So if you want to stop there before the fibers, go ahead. I like fibers. All right. You ready? I'm going to put these fibers, and I put them from base to tip. Why? Because I don't have any eyelashes. And this gives me eyelashes. I turn my head up when I'm doing this, and I put them on. Are you liable to get some of these little fibers falling all over the place? Yeah, probably. But it's cotton. It's not going to hurt you. All right, here we go. Then you're going to take your gel. You're going to go back over. You can do this as many times as you want. I only do it once, unless I'm going to really bat my eyes at my husband. Here we go. And then just take your time. This isn't a put it on, now unless you're good, I'm not that good. It isn't putting on in the car as you're driving 60 down the road. Better? My husband usually don't get this at breakfast. We make the awfulest faces, don't we? When we're putting on mascara. I can't talk and put on this mascara at the same time. You guys are going to have to talk about yourselves. If you have trouble with your mascara getting thick, number one, listen, I'm a pumper. That means I pump it up and down. Don't do that. It's like churning butter. All you have to do is put you a little bit of rose water and a drop of Uplift Eye Serum and then swirl it around. It'll come right back to life. I don't put fibers on the bottom. I just use the gel. All right. Now, I'm going to put on my glasses and I'm going to answer some questions because I can't see anything. Yep, that's what I said. I take, I have one here. When my mascara, oh, nope, that's fibers. When my mascara gets a little thick, and I'll tell you why mine gets thick, is because I pump it up and down. I churn it like butter. When my mascara gets a little thick, I just take my rose water, I put a little spray in it, I take my Uplift Eye Serum. Aw, thanks Renee. Austin. I put me one drop of Uplift Eye Serum in it. I put it back together. I give it a good twirl. Now look. I'm mixing. I'm going to wipe out this wand and my fingers that I just got 3D mascara all over. There you go. No more. No more clump. Thins it right out. I use mine for a long time. I use mine every day. Thank you very much. Okay. I can answer any questions. I'm not a makeup artist, girls. I'm a stay-at-home mom and a farmer's wife. Us ladies, you know, here. You never know when you're just going to get me. This is me. This is me. When we're busy moms, all of us. Most of you ladies work a full-time job outside the home. You come home and do the dishes and we give and give and give. You're welcome. It's good to try a little something for ourselves. It's good to put ourselves back on the list and feel pretty and special. we're worth it. We are worth it. We're worth the little extra effort. So Kai said, I asked her last night if I could give away an Uplift Eye Serum, because I love to give stuff away. It's like Christmas. So you're very welcome. The Uplift Eye Serum. I guess the way the contests are going to run, Kai, if you'll kind of post in here the exact how-tos. You're very welcome. My team's awesome. I love them. I love these girls. They're my sisters. If you will go to your Facebook page, not presenters, this is just for our customers and our friends that are on here. You go to your own personal Facebook page. I want you to post a tip that you've picked up here this week. Post a little something about how much you're enjoying this, your favorite part, and hashtag it. Now, this is how they're going to randomly choose who's going to win. I'm giving away an Uplift Eye Serum. This is until 3 o'clock today and just for no presenters. You hashtag sizzling summer makeup tips right there. Kai just posted. Make sure you get all your Z's and your S's. Sizzling summer makeup class. It ends at 3 p.m. And they're going to randomly choose somebody. They will screenshot your name, post it back in here. You send me your address, and I'm going to send you an Uplift Eye Serum, because I know you're going to love this as much as I do. All right. Thanks, girl. Hi, Christina. It's over. I did it. I was nervous, but I did it. Girls, take good care of yourself. Do something special. Just for you. Do something special for yourself. Now, for anybody else, take yourself out of the box. Let yourself shine. Have a good day. God wants us to feel empowered. He wants us to feel confident. He wants us to feel valuable, because we are valuable. We're the moms. We're the wives. We're the sisters. We're the daughters. We're the heart. We're the caretakers. We're the caregivers. You know, I tell people all the time, women, we need to feel beautiful. It's just, that's us. That's our makeup. That's our genetics. You take away a man's ability to provide for his family, and he's going to be depressed. He's going to be down in the dumps. You take his manliness away, it's the same thing. We lose. We give it away. We give away that girly sparkle, that it dulls. You know, my Emily was in the Little Miss, she's not a pageant girl, but she went through the Little Miss pageant locally. She had that makeup on, and she went across that stage waving. They put that crown on her head. She was the belle of the ball. And, you know, when we're little girls, that's what we get from our mamas. When they look at us and they say, you are beautiful, and you're smart, and you're funny, and you're amazing. But then nobody ever gives that to us the rest of our lives. I mean, our husbands might say, babe, you look good. Our boyfriend might say, woo. It's not the same. It doesn't make us blossom. It doesn't make us. We should give that more to each other. We should look at each other and say, you're a good mom, and you're a good wife, and you're beautiful, and you're smart, and you're funny, and I just think you're awesome. We should give that to ourselves. We're harder as women. We're harder on ourselves than we ever would be somebody else. We should look at ourselves and give ourselves a break. and say, you're smart and funny and you're a good mom, and do something nice for yourself. Thanks, Kai. All right. I hope I wasn't too much of a hot mess, Sally. I hope everybody took something away. Love you, ladies. Thanks for letting me do this. Thanks for letting me speak into your lives a little. Do something nice for yourself. I'm going to go. I'm going to make breakfast for my husband, all dolled up. Won't he think that he's something special?